strangers. Don't make it about yourself. Don't talk about what you got going on, when in actuality, that's what's required to be known. I was recently reading an essay by Andrew Carnegie, and he said that he must attract attention. You have to attract attention to yourself. That does not mean, and this is not the equivalence of being a narcissist and being some egomaniac that's just like, oh, I'm better than you. It's very simply saying, hey, I'm somebody who's immensely proud and excited of what I have going on and what I'm building, and I want the world to know about it. And also understanding how can you expect to help more people, further your cause, get in front of more audiences if you're not talking and sharing about yourself? And how do you expect other people to talk about you if you don't want to talk about yourself?
And now I'm a big mindset guy, and everybody talks about Napoleon Hill, but I'm like, I want to know who he learned from.
Andrew Carnegie.
I started listening to about all of Andrew Carnegie's stuff, and I've got into it. But even, one of my favorite quotes, I think he said, or somebody else said, is, your obsessions become your possessions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think whether that's in business or in life, whatever you focus on, you'll become successful at. So now talk to us. It's the year 2022. It's going to be June 1st tomorrow. Where do you see personal branding? Like me, I see personal branding is the most important part of business right now. That and having, high quality and being vulnerable. So what are some of the things that you're seeing in June of 2022?
Crazy. We're about to hit the halfway mark of this year. And I was just talking to my girlfriend, like, what the heck happened this year? Personal branding, more and more people are going to hear the term, and less people are going to understand what the hell it means. And here's the thing. Personal branding has been around. Let's go ahead and define what personal branding is first, because we haven't even had that conversation. It's you. It's who you are. It is not something that you create a new one of. This is a misconception that a lot of people have. A lot of people think they have to create a new personal brand. You don't have to create a new personal brand. You simply have to further the personal brand that you've had since the moment you were born. When you were born, your parents determined your name, where you were born, the political affiliation, what religion you were a part of, what schools you went to. And then as a child, you start building out your personal brand. So you're not creating a new one. You're furthering the one that you've already had. And personal branding also goes back thousands of years. Since the beginning of mankind, you had certain barbarians on the plains of Mesopotamia that were more feared than others. You had kings in England who ruled by divine right, and they literally maintained power because people thought of them for something, and they're like, this is my king. What are kings? People with a personal brand, and the personal brand is keeping them in power. We have so many other examples throughout history. And so moving forward, many people believe that personal branding comes from Napoleon Hill, actually. Because in his chapter, Organized Planning, in Think and Grow Rich, he talks about putting together a portfolio, which is